Bit of a shambles here because everything's been put up high as possible. Thanks to Ray outside. Good couple of feet of water out there into the kitchen. Well, since we've been out of the house, which is nearly 4 months now, we've been put in temporary accommodation by our insurance agencies. We've had an assessor around and a building inspector, or construction engineer as they called him, but since then we haven't heard any more on what's going to happen or what is happening, and that's been 4 months now and it's becoming quite frustrating. Life becomes a matter of not a permanent vacation but a permanent sort of stagnated point, like this is where I'm staying but this is not my home, and basically all you feel like is that you just want to get back home, get back into your house, because you're sick of looking at the same four walls all the time. Whereas when you live in your house, you don't mind looking at the same four walls all the time because they're yours. As you can see, the carpets have been removed. They're going to need to be replaced as soon as possible. When the builders eventually come in, they're going to be cutting the wall off about here and replacing the bottom section of the plasterboarding here, replacing the architraves. As you can see, the water levels come up to just over the bottom of the architraves here, but we've started to get mould growing throughout the walls. I would say dealing with an insurance company has never been a straightforward process. It was probably the most straightforward process when we walked in their doors to lodge the claim. But since then it's been quite convoluted. You never feel like you're being kept informed along the way. Things take time, it's bureaucratic. It's basically a very slow process, and that's probably the most frustrating part of it, is you never know when something's going to happen and how long it's going to take for something to happen. What keeps me going is the fact that we know we've got through the worst part of it, and anything else after this can only be moving onwards and forwards, because if you look at the bad side you just move into depression, and depression is what will actually make things worse for you. Okay, we've had a few problems with our health and things like that, but we've come through that and we've come through the flood. We're still alive, we've still got things, we're insured, we will reclaim what we've lost, and that keeps us going mostly. My advice for people who go through this in the future is to stay positive. After the event you've gotten through the worst of it. The rest is all bureaucracy and annoyance. And if you can keep calm, don't let it fester inside you, get it out there in the open, talk to people, talk to other people who have been through the same position as you. Go to the reviews, the meetings and stuff like that, and get your grievances out there. Let people know how you feel about it, because if you don't let it out, you'll just bottle it up inside and you'll end up being in total despair.